So, I completed the first PUC biology chapter 4 animal kingdom, first part. Second part is also equally important for the NEET examination, that is phylum Chordata. Phylum Chordata further divided into subphylums like Urochordata, Cephalochordata and Vertebrata. Urochordata and Cephalochordata together called protochordates. This is very important. Euro means tail, and here the notochord present at the tail region. Example, sulfa, technically called a dolium, see lemon, and then acidea. And cephalochordata, notochord present towards the head region. Branchiostoma or ampiaxis is the example. All the examples are very important for the NEET examination. And the subphylum, the vertebrata. So here, the notochord persists during embryonic stage only, and then it is replaced by the vertebral column. So those organisms which have vertebral column called vertebrata, they come under the subphylum vertebrata. Vertebrata further divided into Agnatha and Gnathostomata. Agnatha, jawless. Gnathostomata means having jaws. So Agnatha, jawless. Example, the Petromyzon and the myxin, commonly called hagfish, and Petromyzon is a parasite called Lamprey fish. Lamprey. And here, no scales and fins. Respiration takes place through 6 to 15 pairs of gill slits. That is also very important. It is one good Kedila, No fins or scales. Respiration takes place through 6 to 15 pairs of gill slits. Kedila. ಕೋಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, ತುಂಬ ಈಸಿ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. P(C²M²) ಅಂದರೆ P(C²M²) ಅಂದರೆ ಇದ್ರ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮುಗೋರು. ಸೊ ಲ್ಯಾಂಪ್ರಿ ಈಸ್ ectoparasite. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ectoparasite. P, parasite. C2 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ದ ಸ್ಕೆಲೆಟನ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾರ್ಟಿಲೇಜಿನಸ್. ಇದು ತುಂಬ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟು. ಸ್ಕೆಲೆಟನ್ ಕಾರ್ಟಿಲೇಜಿನಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋವಂಥದ್ದು. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಸೊ closed type of circulatory system, and M square ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, and they are marine water in habitat, but for breeding they visit the fresh water, and fresh water ಇಂದ larvae metamorphosis ಆಗಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪುನಃ marine water ಬರ್ತದೆ. That means M square means it shows migration as well as metamorphosis. That is about in detail the Agnatha. After Agnatha, Gnathostomata further divided into Pisces ಮತ್ತೆ tetrapods, and having fins, having limbs. ಇದುವರೆಗೂ ಕೇಳಿಲ್ಲ ಈ ಥರದ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್. ನಾವು ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಪೈಸಸ್, ಆಂಫಿಬಿಯನ್ಸು, ರೆಪ್ಟಿಲಿಯಾ, ಏಸ್, ಮೆಮ್ಯಾಲಿಯಾ. ಬಟ್ ದಟ್ಸ್ ಅದು ಒಂದು part of the, here the classification. Here the animals having fins they come under class Pisces. The animals having limbs, they come under the remaining four, class Amphibia, class Reptilia, aves, and class Mammalia. They have limbs, the tetrapods. These are divided into two. So this is also very important, not given in the NEET so far. And then Pisces. Class Pisces further divided into subclasses like the Chondriichthys and Osteichthys. Chondriichthys means study of cartilage is called chondriology. Chondriichthys, cartilaginous fishes. Osteichthys, bony fishes. Study of bones called osteology. That is bony fishes. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಥರ ಒಂದು ಕೋಡ್ಗಳು ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಬೇಗ ಅದನ್ನು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ವಾಣಿಗೋ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಕೋಡ್ಗಳು. ವಾಣಿಗೋ ಅಂತ ವಾಣಿ ಈಸಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ cartilaginous fishes and the bony fishes. So cartilaginous fishes viviparous. Bony fishes are oviparous. Air bladder absent, air bladder present, and notochord persistent. This is very very important. ಈ ಥರ ಪರ್ಸಿಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಬೇರೆ ಪಾಠದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವು ಪರ್ಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಪರ್ಸಿಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ನ್ಯೂಸೆಲ್ಲಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಪೆರಿಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪೀಸಲ್ಲಿ ಓದ್ತೀವಿ, ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಪೆಪ್ಪರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಬೀಟ್. Persistent calyx present in Solanaceae members, and persistent endosperm can be seen in cereals. Persistent here persistent notochord ಮಾತ್ರ, ಬೇರೆ ಪಾಠದ್ದು ನಾನು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಜ್ಞಾಪಿಸೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀಟ್ಗೆ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ persistent notochord is not persistent. I stands for internal fertilization. Here the external fertilization, respiration takes place through 5 pairs of gill slits. Here 4 pairs of gill slits in osteoids, and operculum absent, operculum present, and placoid scales present, placoid scales absent. These are the major differences between the chondriichthyes and osteoichthyes. But class Pisces, as we know very well, they are cold-blooded organisms, pykilothermic organisms. Scales and fins are present, and fins help in the locomotion. Heart is two-chambered heart, closed circulatory system can be seen. There may be oviparous or viviparous cartilaginous fishes, and oviparous but the bony fishes. So this is about the cartilaginous fishes and the bony fishes. But the cartilaginous example very very important for the mark the following and will be given for the NEET examination. Already some questions asked here, and that is torpedo. Means here it is electric ray. Trigon asked many times. So trigon is stingray. Pisces, sawfish. Carcharodon is white shark. It is a shark. Carcharodon anta kariತೀವಿ. And then scoliodon, dogfish. These are all the very examples of the cartilaginous fishes. Coming to the bony fishes, the important examples for bony fishes: flying fish called Exocetus, and hippocampus is seahorse, and certain fishes they are used in aquarium. For example, betta, fighting fish, pterophyllum, angel fish ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಇವು ಕೆಲವು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಲೇಬಿಯೋ ಈಸ್ ರೋಹು, ಕಾಟ್ಲಾ ಬಂದು ಎಗೈನ್ ಕಾಟ್ಲಾ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ osteoichthyes. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ Pisces, class Amphibia. Here in class Amphibia, they are the cold-blooded organisms, as we know, and the respiration takes place 3 types: cutaneous respiration, gill respiration in earlier stages, and also respiration takes place through lungs. That is very important. So that is in case of amphibians. 3-chambered heart, closed type of circulatory system, arm is nucleated, that is very important, and fertilization is external. Genital system in male frog, that is also very important, and the external fertilization and metamorphosis. Already we discussed about the metamorphosis of the Petromyza lamprey, and here also metamorphosis very important characteristic feature of these amphibians. So the examples are the toads called buffo, and then the rana hexadactyla, that is the frog. Tree frog is hyla, frog is salamander, and fish like frog is Ichthyophis. These are all the examples given in the textbook for Lamprey, very, very important. Coming to the class Reptilia. Reptilia, cold-blooded organisms. And the pentadactyl, exoskeleton and endoskeleton. The presence of scutes or scales here also called scutes. Scutes are the scales. This is very important for your NEET examination. Heart is 3-chambered except crocodile 4-chambered heart. Fertilization is internal and they are oviparous egg-laying organisms. They lay cleidoic eggs which can be laid on land and has calcareous shell. Cleidoic eggs, that is also very important characteristic features of all these reptiles. And examples very important. Kilona means turtle, and testudo means tortoise, and the different types of lizards. Chameleon is tree lizard, Carotus is garden lizard, Hemidopterylus is wall lizard. Apart from this, alligator is another example not given so far in the NEET. Some of these examples very, very important. And then after alligator, the poisonous snakes, that is very, very important. Najas is cobra and vipera is viper, and Bangaras is kite is Bangaras. So these are all the various examples for class Reptilia, very, very important. And next to this class aves, it includes the birds. So they are warm-blooded organisms and teethless beak present. This is very important. And the presence of wings, feathers, and then digits are the important characteristic features. The presence of the pneumatic bones, that is very, very important. Here the bones have air-filled cavities, that is called, such bones are called pneumatic bones. Heart is 4-chambered, respiration takes place through lungs, and then fertilization is internal, and they are oviparous. These are the very important characteristic features of class aves. The examples for this: Corvus is crow, Columbo is pigeon, Psittacula is parrot, Strutio is ostrich, and then Pavo is peacock, and Aptenodytes, that is very important. Aptenodytes, that is penguin, and Neophron is vulture. These are the very good examples of class aves. Each one is very, very important, given in the match the following or something like that. And then next to this is finally the class Mammalia. All mammals have the hairs throughout the body, that is important, and the presence of mammary glands, and different types of dentition, and as we know, respiration takes place through lungs. Heart is 4-chambered. Fertilization is internal, oviparous as well as viviparous. These are some of the important characteristic features of class Mammalia. The examples are very important, as I told you earlier. So oviparous egg-laying mammal is the platypus. It is called ornithorhynchus. That is very, very important, platypus. And macropus is kangaroo. Pteropus is flying fox. Icus means horse. And then the other things very funny for example, examples of this one is camelus for the camel, canis for a dog, and then felis for cat, and next is ratus for rat, and then dolphinus for dolphin, and these are the very good examples of mammalia. And in the first lesson itself it is given the genus and species name of different organisms. Panthera leo for lion, not for leopard. That is very important. Panthera leo. Panthera pallidus is leopard, and Panthera tigris is the tiger. These are the various examples for the class mammalia, very important for the NEET. Don't leave any example. Study well, that's very, very important. And coming to the different types of organizations. So the first one, Porifera, will have cellular grade organization, and the second phylum in this chapter, that is the Coelenterata, have tissue grade organization, Ctenophora tissue grade organization. Apart from this, Platyhelminthes, Aschelminthes, Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata, all these they have organ and system type of organization. That is very important. Digestive system in first one, Porifera absent, and Coelenterata and Ctenophora incomplete type of digestion. And after the Ctenophora, Platyhelminthes, Aschelminthes, Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata, they have complete type of the digestion. The circulatory system, it is absent up to Annelida. So Porifera, no circulatory system, and the Coelenterata, no circulatory system, Ctenophora, no circulatory system, and then Platyhelminthes, no, and then Aschelminthes, no circulatory system. It starts from Annelida, that is the circulatory system. Circulatory system starts from Annelida. And then next to this is after circulatory system, next is respiratory system. Respiratory system absent up to arthropoda, respiratory system absent. So it is absent in Porifera, and then Coelenterata, Ctenophora, Platyhelminthes, Aschelminthes, Annelida. But respiratory system begins from Annelida. All these things are very, very important. I completed this part 2 and part 1 of Animal Kingdom in detail. Please read each sentence. Each sentence is very important for biology. Biology for NEET examination is just like Bhagavad Gita, and it is for 360 marks. That is very, very important. So all the best for the NEET, and I completed this 4th chapter. Please subscribe so that you can get the other chapters in detail. Thank you.